Hello mathematicians. Today we are going to look at graphing multi-step inequalities. These are going to use the skills we used before in getting the variable alone and shading our graph. So I'm going to treat this as an equation and I need to get the variable alone. So what would I get rid of first here? I'm going to get rid of a 10. How do you get rid of a 10? Minus 10. What you do on one side, you must do to the other. So I have 2w less than or equal to 14. What do we do next? Divide by 2. Divide by 2. W is less than or equal to 7. What we can do here is, if you don't like the variable on the right, you can move it to the left and switch sides, switch the inequality sign. For some people it's easier to decide what this inequality is if the variable is on the left. So if you switch it, make sure you switch your inequality sign. Let's graph this now. What type of circle will we have on 7? Closed. And if w is less than or equal to 7, we will go to the left. Get your variable alone, graph. Go ahead and try this next one on your own. Let's see how you did. What did you get rid of first? How do you get rid of a plus 11? Minus 11. Negative 4y is less than 32. What did you do next? Divide by negative 4. Y now is by itself. What happens when you divide by a negative? The symbol switches. 32 divided by negative 8? Negative 8. This means y is greater than negative 8. Or you could write it as y is greater than negative 8. Switch the sides, switch the symbol. Make sure you remember, when you divide by a negative, switch your sign. When you graphed this, what type of circle did you have on negative 8? Open. And which way did you shade? To the right. Nice job. These next set of problems, you are going to have to do what first? You're going to have to distribute. So make sure you do 6 times 5, which is 30m, and 6 times negative 3, negative 18, less than or equal to 36m. Let's get all of our variables on one side, our numbers on the other. So minus 36m, minus 36m. This leaves us negative 6m. How do I get rid of this minus 18? Plus 18. Negative 6m is less than or equal to 18. Could you have moved the 30m over? Absolutely. Lastly, divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6. If you divide by a negative, switch your sign. M is greater than or equal to negative 3. When you graph this, what type of circle do you have on negative 3? Closed. And based off our inequality, which way do we shade? To the right. Distribute, solve for our variable, and graph and use our shading. For number 4, we have two sets of parentheses, so we're going to have to do what twice? the distributive property. So I'm going to distribute here twice. Now when I distribute, am I distributing a 3 or a negative 3? You're distributing a negative 3. What about here? What are you distributing? A negative 6. So I have 18, and this will become negative 24c. And negative 3 times 4, negative 12. Put down our inequality sign, and we have to distribute on the right as well. Negative 6 times 4, negative 24c. Negative 6 times negative 1, positive 6. Let's combine some things over here. 18 minus 12. 6 minus 24c is greater than or equal to negative 24c plus 6. Let's get our variables on one side. Plus 24c, what do I do on one side? Must do to the other. These cancel. These cancel. We are left with 6 is greater than or equal to 6. Is 6 greater than or equal to 6? Yes. Because of this equal sign here, it works out. Right? So here we have infinitely many solutions, or all real solutions. Okay? No matter what we plug in, over here, it will always be greater than or equal to what is over here. If you get something that is true. Okay. Go ahead and try this next problem on your own. Let's see how you did. What did you have to do first in order to get our variable alone? Distribute. And what did you distribute? A negative 4. So distribute that negative 4 to both pieces. Negative 4 times 2n, negative 8m. And negative 4 times 5, negative 20. Don't forget to bring down this 8m here, our inequality sign, and 46. 8m minus 8m cancel. So we have 46 less than or equal to negative 20. Is 46 less than or equal to negative 20? No. So our answer here should be no solution. There is nothing that we can plug into m to make it greater than or equal to 46. So if we get something that is true, all reals. If we get something that comes out, no solution. Solve for your variable. Graph if needed. Nice job today, mathematicians.